I went to a rugby school. I went to Newbridge College. It's not far from here. A lot of rugby history there. We'd some great players came from there. I think one of the years when we were in school, there were 4 players on the Irish team during one of the Six Nations matches. So that was huge for us. Jamie Heaslip was one of the most famous former students. Bernard Jackman is a graduate. Sam and Cian Prendergast are going now. James Tracy was in my year. So we've a lot of good players that come through the school, and Prendergast are going well. How do you think Sam and Cian will do?
Yeah, I've been in camp with Cian with Ireland a few times now. He's a great dude, huge potential. He's eaten a lot over the last couple of summers because he's twice the size he was. And Sam's in the academy now in Leinster, and he's in training with us every day. He's got a lot of potential for sure. He guided that Irish 20 side to a Grand Slam, and a lot of that was due to how we dictated the game. He's got a massive right foot on him and a pretty cool head under pressure. So I think he's got a big future. Hopefully he can develop into the player everyone thinks he can be.
Yeah, that's exciting. All right. He looked like he thrived under pressure.
Yeah.
When he was
playing
the Six Nations.
Every day when you're in with us, he's still a boy amongst a lot of seasoned veterans, and being challenged in that environment can only be good for him. And I can definitely see him one day, holding the reins and telling me what to do. So, yeah.
Another Newbridge College student at the forefront would be great. Yeah.
I think they're good boys. It's nice to have a few country boys running around, that's for sure. They might only ever get one opportunity to perform, and that's literally can be the difference between someone having a 10-year career and a 3-year career between 3 different teams.
Having a good match when they need to.
Yeah. Turning it on when you need to.
It's the same with young jockeys, with guys that come into racing. Young boys and girls come in 15, 16, 17, and they're very inexperienced. They've only left school, and now they're being thrown up on a 500-kilo racehorse and expected to control it and produce results. So it's high pressure, and you've literally got a minute, 2 minutes to showcase the best of your abilities. Yeah. That's how fast the races are over.
And you don't know when the opportunity was going to come again, do you? It's such a cutthroat industry, I'm sure, and if you don't perform a couple of times, then there's someone younger and faster coming through, waiting in the wings to get their opportunities. So,
exactly. Like you see it in racing every day. There's young kids, and they're lining up to try and get opportunities. And as soon as someone takes a little false step and stumbles, there's someone there to take their place straight away. And I'm sure it's the same in rugby. It's exactly the same. There's newer, faster models coming in every day, mate. I'm looking over my shoulder a lot of the time. So it's a good industry to be in, though. Don't get me wrong. Is there an element of the coaches having to manage these young guys correctly? And they've all got aspirations to lead their team to Six Nations, Grand Slams, but does the coach have to say, you're not ready for this, and cool it down a little bit, but also ramp them up for a big day, say pressure's on now? Get it done.
I guess in terms of the environment that you try and nurture them, and it's giving them opportunities to prove themselves in a competitive training session, just doing the right things at the right time, because at the end of the day, at the highest level, it's who can make the right decisions under the most amount of pressure. And these kids have been doing it. I say kids, they're still pretty big boys, but they've been doing it their whole lives. And now you've got a camera in front of you, you've got the expectations and the weight of people around you. You're made for this. You're supposed to be there. You're there for a reason. You don't get there by chance. That's the big thing as well. And just provide an environment that they can thrive in, because no one wants to see someone fail. That's the worst thing. So I guess I'm a little bit older now. That's literally what I'm trying to do. I love seeing young fellas come in and perform, and know that I'm not going to be here forever. But if you can help someone younger than you and give them, teach them easier lessons than what I was taught, it's going to leave them in a good stead. So
it's all well and good doing it in the morning, but when it comes to the afternoon, and the jockeys have to pull the silks on, and the rugby players have to pull the the team jersey on. You got to perform under that pressure.
When the lights are the brightest, that's when you need to shine. So I'm sure it's the exact same for a jockey.
Yeah, when we're training the horses, the young jockeys are riding them every morning. And they do their fast work. So it's not like a race. It's maybe 90-80% of a race. And you see the good guys, they execute it all very well. But it's a completely different kettle of fish when they've got the jockey silks on and the breeches and everything in that afternoon. And
not letting it overwhelm you as well. Like, I'm sure as soon as you put your top on, like it is game time, but you can't let the whole situation or the environment overwhelm you, because then that just affects the performance. So